During the 19th century, women in the United States who engaged in scientific work remained on the periphery of the scientific community because of the social and intellectual climate of the times. Yet women scientists during this period made valuable contributions to professional science and helped advance the study of science among women. Social disapproval of women considered too learned was only one factor that restricted women's participation in scientific studies. Lack of recognition as independent scientists and socialization as helpmates meant that many women were only permitted to assist male researchers, and these women rarely achieved recognition commensurate with their skills. Moreover, the scientific community itself, in its conscious effort to professionalize, to establish an international reputation, and to raise the status of science in the United States, formed national professional associations and established journals that usually refused to recognize anyone who was perceived to be an amateur. The career of Margaret Morris provides an example of the sort of situation in which women did not often find themselves during the early decades of the 19th century. She worked independently, concentrating her research efforts on entomology, raising insects for study, and charting the life cycles of several destructive species such as the locust and the so-called Hessian fly. Her work, however, received recognition from professional organizations. Her findings on the fly were presented to the American Philosophical Society in 1840, and her observations on the locust were read before the American Association for the Advancement of Science, AAAS, by one of its members. Almira Hart Lincoln Phelps, a pioneer in the education of women in the sciences, believed that a lively intellect contributed to a full happy life. She fulfilled her role as an educator by writing science textbooks that presented science as compatible with the traditional responsibilities of women. Other mid-19th century women such as Ori White worked as scientific illustrators, contributing to the work of their professionally recognized husbands. Although most women were taught that intellectual achievement for its own sake was not a virtue, women began to attend private scientific study groups and summer schools that stressed self-development. These educational sources proved insufficient as a career base, but, during the post-Civil War years, the women's colleges, with women faculty members, provided significant support for women in science. By the 1880s, college-trained women gained nominal membership in such professional associations as the New York Museum and the Boston Society of Natural History. The women scientists of the 1880s were a first generation of public achievers. Their success, however, was built on the efforts of women who had worked quietly in science throughout the century and providing the foundation that helped gain access to advanced training and scientific association for this generation.
Congratulations, you have completed the test. Let's check the answer.